Alright everyone, this is my Superancient Deepsea King Coelacanth deck. It's basically just centered around the big guy, the king. His effect, discard a card, drop, special summon as many level 4 lower fish type monsters from your deck as possible. So you're basically looking at the tuner, the eel, and Metabo. So anyway, let's go through the deck. 3 king, 3 eel, 3 Metabo, shark, oyster, 3 nimble sunfish, 3 Genix Undine, 3 Genix Controller, 3 Phantom of Chaos, and Gores. That does it for the monsters. 2 Pot of Avarice, Foolish, Heavy, Turnade, Cold Wave, 3 Symbols of Duty, Brain, MST, My Body, and for the traps, 2 Bottomless, Torrential, Call, and Mirror Force. And that does it for the deck. The best part about this thing is it's just absolutely just the most consistent thing I've ever played. You're basically running 3 of everything. It's basically centered around dropping him into the graveyard as quickly as possible, and then, getting him out and using his effect. Basically, there's 7 ways of getting him in there. Nimble Sunfish, who, when he's destroyed by battle, you get to special summon another one, drop a fish from your deck to the grave. Genix Undine, when he's normal summoned, you can Foolish a fish, and then add this tuner to your hand. And then, of course, Foolish Burial. Those are your 7 ways of dropping him in there. The 7 ways of getting him out are using the 3 Genix Controllers with Symbols of Duty. So you're basically... Genix Undine is pretty much the best play you have, and like the best opening play you have in the deck. Just dropping him in there, adding him to your hand. You can, synchro with a Metabo or a Brain Controller, whatever, getting out Power Tool, pull these out a little quicker, but you draw these with surprising consistency. And the whole thing is the deck thins itself out very quickly. So, Genix Undine, you're dropping 2 cards from your deck right there. You really, you may not think 3 and 3 is consistent, but with the Undines, it's basically 6 ways of getting Controller to your hand. It's very consistent. It's very nice. Those are 3 ways, and 3 Phantom of Chaos. Not really Revival, but effectively the same thing. And then, of course, Call of the Haunted. So those are the 7 ways of dropping him, 7 ways of using his effect from the graveyard. A lot of people think running 3 Pot of Avarice is probably a good idea, and it might be a good idea. Just the experience I've had with it. It's a little more of a dead draw than I'd like it to be, it's a great card. But basically, the whole point is pulling out fat synchros and basically doing an OTK, because you've got the king and you're gonna pull out some nasty synchros. And yeah, pots are great for recycling if I want to do the effect again, but I'd prefer not to have my stuff killed. So I'm running 2. They're very helpful. It's very consistent at 2. It's not a problem at all. But that's why, I want to get off my OTK, so that's why I'm running Heavy, Turnade, and Cold Wave, not to mention MST in My Body. So a lot of back row removal, a lot of protection here, aggressive enough traps, but not too many. Really a nice thing is you can almost pull out, some 6-star synchros, bait their bottomlesses, kind of early on if you're having a lagging hand. Usually the best plays are if you can get these 6. These are the ones you want to get as fast as possible. Going on to the synchro plays, basically with Metabo and Royal Swamp Eel, as these fish that you pull out, you basically go for 2 8-star synchros. I prefer Stardust and Thought Ruler. Some people get Stardust and Colossal Fighter. Either, it just depends on the situation, of course. So you just, it's just amazing. You get the king and some 8 stars, and they really turn out amazing. Sometimes, however, the better play is to go for 2 eels, of course, a Metabo, and an Oystermeister. This guy is really essential to the deck to make some huge plays. His 3 stars, you can go for a 7-star synchro with the eel. When he's sent from the field to the graveyard by an effect, you get a 1-star token. It's a fish token, so you basically are set up for a 7-star, and then you have the second eel, the Metabo, and the token, and then you can synchro for Mistworm. So you can pull out something like this. Doesn't really matter who the 7-star is. Could be Black Rose or Ancient Fairy. Doesn't matter. But you pull out Mistworm, so you basically have these two and the king. You bounce 3 cards. You hit for like 7,000 plus damage. It's really amazing, and just the there's just endless possibilities of matchups. You can go for 8 and 8, 8 and 7, 7 and 9, 8 and 6, 6 and 6. The Nimble Sunfish, you can pull him out as well. Get Brionic and Goyo. You really just have a lot of capability with the deck, and it's just so consistent. It's so fun, and it's fish. I mean, that's the best part about it, is you're literally beating your opponent's X-Saber deck with, you're beating their. I mean, seriously, 1 Emmer's Blade costs more than this entire deck right here. I mean, short of the Mirror Force, I mean, this is the cheapest deck I've ever put together. I mean, Venom of Chaos, it's a few dollars, but I mean, it's just astounding. Like it's just you just need to learn the right plays, but it's a really sound deck. It goes, it just crushes Monarchs. It crushes, Hopeless Dragon and things like that. Things with big backfields when you can pull out Brionic and Mistworm and just bounce everything back and attack for a zillion damage. It really is an OTK deck. That's why these are essential. I don't know. It's just a lot of fun. It's really consistent, and I'd like to know what you think. So just let me know, and I really hope you have a lot of fun with it. Thanks.